Yeah, light's a little bright today. Turn that shit down. If anybody shows up. Maybe. Yes, no, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Is the one person here on purpose? Probably not. Oh, that was good. They gave me a thumbs up before they left. Appreciate that. Now somebody's here. Same person on accident. If you're on purpose, let me know. Let me know who you are. That'd be cool. There's 2 people are here. Man, that light's fucking bright. Oh, is it that light? It is that light. Yeah, it's a little better, I guess. Hey, Clinton, how you doing? Thanks for being here. I went to my granddaughter that I made it because I fell asleep. She had to wake me up and tell me. Hope you're having a good day. I think we're fixing to have a storm here, which we need. We haven't had rain in a long time. But typical Texas, no rain for weeks on end, and then it'll rain like a month's worth of rain in a few hours, and we'll have floods and shit. It's cool. Making an Instagram post letting people know that I am live. I'm doing good. That little nap helped. Apparently, I was tired. See if anybody else shows up. I have people that keep dropping in on accident, and they leave pretty quick. Uh, did you see any of those videos of the billion view videos that I did? I can't believe a lot of those songs have a billion views. That was insane because a lot of them suck. Well, I can't say a lot. I mean, some of them just weren't my thing, but some of them definitely did suck. And when you think of all the artists that should have a billion views that weren't on the list, that's weird too. I wonder why people accidentally drop in. What are you up to today since you're the only one still here? Well, I mean, I was going to ask that anyways, but you're the only one here. Or maybe you left and this is someone else is going, what the hell is this guy going to do? He's going to pull a rabbit out of his ass or something? I'm not. No magic tricks. Oh, man. Been out of town at. Oh, shit, dude. That's dope. How'd that go? I mean, I'm sure it went well. Did they have any? Did they have an opening act, or was it just them, or were they the opening act? Not that it matters. I'm more interested in their performance, but I also like asking that who. What if those same 2 people keep getting? If that's the same 2 people that keep dropping in, they're like, "Damn it," and they're backing back out. Thought I'd have a few more people here. Not that I'm awesome. It was my first, and they had 2 opening acts, so they were the headliners. That was cool. That's cool. That's way cool. I definitely need to see them in concert. Kind of feel weird. I'm supposed to be looking forward, but I have to read. I wish this thing had sound so I could hear what you're saying. Two people, and it'll go back to one. And told you. Shit. I am too. Got a blackberry seed in my teeth. Yeah, I'm not a quick typer either. As much as I type, you would think I would be better at it than what I am, but I'm not. Two, and then it'll go back to one, and were the opening acts local acts or were they known bands? And was it a big venue or a small venue? I don't know. It shows up on camera. I didn't get the shave. Two, and it'll go back to one, and oh, three. Now it'll go back to one. Surely they're not here on purpose. Wish I could make my camera do something different. I told you. I knew they weren't here on purpose. I guess 2 o'clock's kind of an odd time, but I've been getting decent people showing up. Maybe not today. They were local, probably maybe 300 people. That's cool. It's not bad. Smallest show I ever performed was for 3 people. That outdoor venue, it rained, so nobody showed up with this guy and his daughter and her partner. And they said, well, we still want to see a show. And says my name was on the bill. I did the show for him. Well, me and the other dude that was on the bill. We did the show for him. That's kind of awkward. And we didn't even get on stage. We literally stood with them at this outside bar. That's kind of awkward. But the bigger the crowd, the easier it is and the better it is. Yeah. That's the best day to go like theme parks. My son just went as adult. He learned that as kids because of my odd work schedule. We used to go to like Fiesta, Texas or Six Flags on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and the place was pretty much dead. I mean, there was some roller coaster. We'd ride the roller coaster, get off. I don't know why they even made us get off, go around to the line, get right back on and ride it again. So he's remembered that, and he just went to Fiesta, Texas, and he said, "It still works. This place is dead." They got to ride all the rides. 'Cause I think that's stupid. You go to a theme park on the weekend and you spend hours waiting in line instead of riding rides. Oh, I wonder if it's my shirt saying the F word is making people back out. I'm just joking. They're just dropping out on accident and they're trying to get away, going, "Oh my God, it's that weird dude again." Well, that's the best place to be. I love being right up front. You other 2 people that are still here, you can talk too. That'd be cool. 4 more people. Got to be an accident. What's up, possessed boy? Thanks for showing up. Me and Clinton been talking. He went to see a Liliac concert this week. What have you been up to? Oh, well, that didn't last long. People disappeared really quick. You're like, oh shit, he's not doing anything. Is it showing up on neck? Yes, uh, it'll be from 7 to 8 Eastern time, which is 6 to 7 Central Standard Time, which is my time. So yes, today is the radio show. That's kind of why I fell into doing this on Thursdays. It's kind of help get people over there. But yes, the radio show is today. Have you been listening to it? Have either one of you? Have anybody that's watching been listening to the show? Because I have questions. I don't get to see my co-host gets to see everything, the chats and all that stuff. I don't get to see all that, so I don't get to ask questions or see how it's going. He tells me everything, but hey, how you doing? I'm good as almost always. That's cool. 3 of you here, 3 of you talking. I like that. Trying to find out if anybody's listening to a radio show that I do and what they think about it. I listened to it when John Silver was there the first time. I don't know who that is. Was that the person before me? Oh wow, I burped. That's all rude right there. It's funny. Somebody dropped in that this gave me a thumbs up and then left. That was cool. Well, it's not cool as y'all being here talking to me. I appreciate that. Can y'all hear me okay? Try to keep my mic out of view. It works okay for my videos and on the radio show. Well, the radio show, I pull it closer to my face because there's no video. Okay, cool. Thank you for answering my question, Clinton. I got anything you want to know or need to ask or want to ask? Or oh, now that there's more than one person, did any of you watch any of the billion streams? The I still got released part 4. I shot the whole video in one day. I just had to split it up because that was a long ass video. John Silva is the guy that spoke with you. John Silva is the guy that spoke with you. Um, you like the big? I'm going to do some more of those compilation videos. It'll be different stuff. It's not going to be the same old stuff every time. But I kind of like doing that. I like the variety and it being instant. I mean, when I do one song, it's instant. Oh, that's cool. It has nothing to do with me. The camera just keeps switching my view, anyways. Everybody said last time they didn't notice a change, but for me, the view changes. Uh, but when I do one song, even though it's happening right then, I mean, it's okay. But I think doing multiple stuff like that, you get to see it because I don't edit that. All of that was one shot. I did have to make a beginning and an ending for the video. I mean, the beginning, I generically used the same beginning for the first 2. I mean, it didn't make a killing. Not a lot of people watched, but I've been getting a lot of positive reactions from it. People enjoyed watching it. So I'll probably do some other stuff, not just music, but I like that. So we just watched the video. Me and my granddaughter watched a video today. supposed to be make you laugh challenge, supposed to be the best one ever, and not one single thing in that was funny. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but you said you don't like Mike. Oh, I'll talk about it. I have absolutely no problems at all talking about it. I don't like the fact that he's a pedophile, and I know a lot of people say that that was um, false accusations. If a child can describe your junk in specific detail enough that you flee the country, he's seen it, and he's seen it for longer than he should have, which is never ever. But so and they paid all that money to shut them up. So I take huge issues with that. I can't describe how violent I feel about it on camera, but we'll say I have zero tolerance, and there's only one acceptable solution for that, in my opinion. But yeah, just because he's Michael Jackson don't mean he gets away with that shit. So that's the issue I have. Not that he was weird. I have no problem with him being weird, but when it comes to children, I have a huge, huge problem with that. See, I have no problem saying. It's just that wasn't the time when I was doing the reaction. That wasn't the time to talk about it, but I have no problem saying why I don't like Michael Jackson as a person. Same reason I don't like Elvis Presley as a person. Everybody wants to give Elvis a free skate. He had a thing for 14-year-old girls, specifically 14-year-old girls. And that ain't cool. When you're the king of rock and roll, you could get anybody you wanted. Yeah, I like quite a bit of his music. I grew up listening to his music. And I'm not that has nothing to do with, I can separate the two, but as a person, yeah, I can't tolerate that. I think if I knew ahead of time, I probably would never listen to his music, or not on purpose anyways. Same thing with Elvis. I grew up listening to Elvis. I probably like about the same amount of their music. And Elvis is way, way overrated. Way overrated. I don't think Michael Jackson was overrated. I think he was really good. I ran someone off. We're down to 2. Y'all got to keep talking to me. Well, you don't have to. You can back out like they did, but I appreciate it if you hang out. Anything else you want to know? So yeah, I'll answer the questions. I've got no problems. Just when I'm doing a reaction, I don't really feel it's appropriate to go into that. So that's why I didn't elaborate on why I don't like him as a person. And I'm surprised he didn't have more songs on that list. What are the artists you have? Oh, in the never listened to list? Um, Frank Ocean, Slump AK, Ricky Hill, Nick Nolte, and Jaden Smith. There was a UK rapper that was on the list, but I'm guessing it was his 2 fans that were asking me to do it because I haven't had any more suggestions for him. So they're not on the list. But uh, Nick Nolte turned out to be a really big scam dude. A lot of sketchy shit. I mean, the songs I heard I like, but there's just too much sketchy shit involved with him. So that's why his situation wasn't even the music, it was him. He has a bunch of fake accounts and does a bunch of phony views on his videos whenever you react to him. He talks shit about all of the other artists and all this stuff, but super phony dude. So, and he stalked me for a little while. I had to block him on all social media. Uh, that Frank Ocean dude was just horrible, terrible. I didn't like him at all. And that doesn't mean it doesn't mean he's that bad of a rapper. I that's how bad I disliked his music, but other people obviously like it. There's a bunch of artists I like that nobody will watch, so I don't react to them. Oh, Bexy sucks, man. Uh, I don't know why he's not on my I guess because I have his name burned into my mind. Yeah, I don't react to Bexy. I gave him so many chances. That dude is a joke. I mean, I think the only reason people like him is because of his connection to Peep, but terrible. There's zero talent there. In my opinion, of course. Obviously, he's moving some records, but that's why I think he's moving them is because people have time into Peep. They're linked to Peep. Several of those guys that were around Peep, I think that's why they exist, and I can't think of the rest of them off the top of my head that have I don't react to. But I don't think anybody wants me to react to Bexy anymore because they know it's going to be bad. I gave him a legitimate try. I mean, how many times did I react to him? Oh, I guess I just removed him off my list because I knew I wasn't going to react to him anymore. So I don't know. I can't even tell you how many. Oh wait, there he is. There he is. One, two. Why is that out of? Oh, that's not out of alphabetical order. I didn't go down far enough. Um, one, two, three, four, five, six. I reacted to 6 of his songs, so I gave him a fair shot. He just sucks. Horrible. Zero talent. Uh, and usually in those cases, I mean, there are exceptions to every rule, but usually when you see somebody doing all sorts of silly shit, weird haircuts, all the in style stuff that people do to draw attention, there's no talent. In most cases, there's exceptions to every rule. I understand that's the trend right now and all that kind of stuff. I actually understand the reason behind all the tattoos and shit, but you don't see super talented people doing that very often. There are, like I said, exceptions to every rule, but the best of the best don't have to do shit like that. And there are exceptions because Tom McDonald is my favorite rapper. I think that dude's extremely talented and he does that shit, but he doesn't have to, but he does. So I guess that's his personal taste. Not judging him for it, ain't my thing. Man, a lot of people keep dropping in and disappearing. Your reaction was funny when oh man, I know, right? And I gotta stop saying the F word. This thing's monetized. I'm gonna get in trouble. Um, yeah, I cannot stand either one of them. And even 6ix9ine had a song. I think I reacted to one of his songs that I thought was okay. But man, I just phew. And Cardi B, I can't stand her. Not even kind of sort of. Nothing about her is appealing to me at all. But that's just me. And there's some artists that I like. Hey, Gary, how you doing, buddy? Would you consider reacting? Absolutely. Gary, you know how to get a hold of me. Send that to me and hell yeah, I'll do it. I, I tell everybody, I will react to anything except for artists that obviously I say I won't. Uh, and like I said, I don't want to be mean in my reaction. So if it's one that I do get particularly ugly about because it sucks so bad, I just delete it. And I usually tell whoever asked me to do it, I tried. You know, I've had some artists that do paid reactions. A lot of times when you see me react to an unknown artist, it's because they paid me to do it. Uh, but I tell them ahead of time if it wasn't good, I'm not going to lie and say I like it, but I give them the option of me deleting the video or go ahead and release it. Most people are smart enough to say, "Yeah, just go ahead and delete it." They thought I would like it, uh, but I will not lie under any circumstance, even the people that pay me to do their reactions. Uh, And when labels contact me and go, "Hey, can you react to this artist? This the next greatest thing." You might want to rethink that one. But yeah, Gary, send that over to me and hell yeah, I'll react to it. I don't care. What is up, Ed? Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm glad y'all are starting to show up. These 3 people are hanging in. I appreciate them talking to me. Now more of you coming here. Uh, that's That's funny, Ed. I mean, Gary. I would look down and I saw Ed, but I meant Gary. That's good that she looks nothing like Elvis. Huh. Uh, but yeah, I don't care. I've learned I have to balance it because I am a smaller channel and YouTube's really dicky to smaller channels. What I do is when I have one that I don't think is going to get a lot of views, I'll release it with one that will get good views. So I'll release the one that won't get a lot first because of my analytics. So I really have to watch my analytics. So I do it like that. So I stack them. That's usually why I do 2 a day. Now, if it's an artist that I know is going to get the views, that's about the only time I'll release their standalone video. Uh, and it's probably going to be a mistake because Peep's not getting the views that he normally gets, but I've had a lot of suggestions for him lately. A lot of people ask me to do him. So I am fixing to release a double shot of Peep in one day. Living in Germany was the best. Period. I almost stayed and I almost went back before I met my wife. I almost moved back to Germany. And the only reason I didn't move back is my uncle, who retired and became a German citizen. When I called him to talk about moving back, the wall had just come down and he warned me that the country had changed. And he said, I'm not telling you not to come back, but just know it's not the country you left. But it was the best. I loved, loved, loved. There was no negative, nothing there about it. I loved that. Um, what's part one? Yeah, dude. And I guess the other reason we're doing that, Ed, is that points out or proves, because before I got introduced to J metal and some of the other foreign bands, I didn't even know they existed, which shows you how narrow it is to be here. So part of that point is there's an entire other planet of people watching shit, watching music. So because a lot of that music, if you didn't notice, is foreign music and it's crushing it. 1 billion views in 3, 4, 5 years. Man, that's dope. If I could get one video, I've had one viral video, uh, and it broke 1 million views, and it was about spam mail. Uh, hey, Dieter, what's up, buddy? Way left field, but do you believe in ghosts? Dude, yes. The house I live in is haunted. Every house I've ever lived in is haunted. If you go back on my 6 Daze channel, if you search for the video called Make America Great Again, I actually caught one and I told people about it and everybody tried to dismiss it. We had blackout curtains where I used to shoot videos and there was never any light trails, but somebody tried to dismiss it as that, which is common. But if you will go, I can tell you exactly where it looks to look so you don't have to watch the whole video. I had posted a video. I don't know what happened to it, just of the ghost that I caught on camera. But I was trying to send it to someone and I couldn't find it. But I know it's on the video that's titled Make America Great Again. And I want to say it's at a minute. I had just started shooting the video. So I want to say it's like 1:38 or something like that in. I'm trying to find so I can tell you exactly where to look so you don't have to watch it. I mean, you ain't got to watch that much of it to find it. What the hell? Some of my notes are missing. Huh. Interesting. Oh, there it is. It changed colors on me. If you go back in my 6 Daze channel find the video Make America Great at 1 minute and 13 seconds, you'll see one. It comes over me like this. And you'll see me freak out on camera. I don't normally freak out because our house is that way, but yeah, I do believe in ghosts and I get a lot of shit from people going, oh, that's silly, blah, blah, blah. They haven't lived my life. They haven't seen all the shit that I've seen. So, but yes, I do believe in ghosts and I have seen many ghosts. I actually caught this one on camera, but we see them here all the time. It's mostly children, like from like 5-ish to 13-year-olds. We used to have an old lady that lived here. We haven't seen her in a long time. But yes, my house is very, very, very active, and it goes in waves. Activity will go real low, and then we'll get really super active again. We're currently going through a fairly active phase here now. Well, see, you hit something that I believe in. I was all over that shit. But y'all can ask me anything. I'm not going to. Uh, yeah, I tell everybody to check that video out. And I know it's human nature for people to try to dismiss stuff. I'm so lucky there is Canadian radio station I listen to that plays hard rock and metal. The other 30 stations in the area play crap. um, I li- it's odd. The radio station I mostly listen to here, well, I listen to two. Uh, one plays everything from the 70s, 80s, around that era. And it's about 60 miles away from me, but it's on iHeartRadio, so anybody can listen. I'm on that radio station almost daily. I call in almost daily. That's not why I listen to it. It just kind of works out that way. But I call in on that one daily. But there's a show out of Austin, which is 60 miles the other way, called Bob FM, and they play everything. So I like that. Why don't I like Taylor Swift? Okay, I don't like Taylor because she used her celebrity to sway the vote this year, uh, or this last time. I I don't think that's right for celebrities to do that. Just because you're a celebrity doesn't make you a fucking genius. You can believe what you want to believe. I'm not saying you can't do that, but she specifically set out to sway the vote. It's on camera. I saw her say it. That's was her intention, that she couldn't let this happen. And I don't think that's right. You should not. You're you play guitar and sing a song. That doesn't make you a political genius. Uh, and even though it's more in line with your views, you should view. I don't try to convince people to vote the way I vote. Do I have a political opinion? I absolutely do. But but yeah, that pissed me off that she did that. I have zero respect for that, and she's super proud of what she's did it because she's on. There's multiple videos of her celebrating and being super excited about what she's done, and I don't think that's right at all. No celebrity should do any shit like that. I had a little beef with Don Henley during the '80s for him and his stupid shit. Oh, in case you don't know who Don Henley is, the drummer for the Eagles. Yes, and I agree. I agree 100%. Um, and I don't even really have a problem with you singing a song about your beliefs, but when you specifically do that, um, yeah. But yeah, I agree, Ed. I mean, there's a little gray area. Like I say, with everything I say, and a lot of people miss it, is there's exceptions to every single rule. So my saying, well, almost every single rule. Um, so when I say you shouldn't do that, maybe there's a little gray area where your group of friends. I'm not saying you have to keep. Here's an example: Colin Kaepernick with the bullshit that he pulled, and it's not bullshit, but for him to do it at work during football, that I don't like. If you want to go out and hold a meeting, a press conference, and say this is what I believe and this is what, that's fine. But that's why I don't watch football, because it instantly got so political. I quit watching all professional sports, and I enjoy golf and I love baseball and I used to love football. But I just when they all start doing that, that's not your job. And this may sound messed up, but when you're playing a game for a living, you're a monkey. You're there to entertain me, or a clown or a puppet, whatever you want to call it. You're there to entertain me, not to tell me how I should vote, how I should think, or anything like that. So that's how I feel about that. Wow, you're going to ask some good questions today. That's good. I like that, because I do these so that y'all can get to know me better. This is where, not just watching my reactions. And I know I say shit in my reactions, but this way you can specifically ask stuff you want to know. I will tell you whatever you ask. Well, I won't, y'all are grown up, so I won't get it from y'all. But used to, when I do live streams, I say you could ask me anything. I'd have people ask me for my bank account numbers and social security number, my phone number, that kind of shit. So I used to have to put that little disclaimer in there. Well, I won't tell you this, but fortunately, I don't have to do that anymore. Man, I like that. Y'all asked some good questions today. Not that I don't normally get good questions, but normally it takes y'all a little while to warm up before I start getting them. Y'all are asking them right off the bat. That's good water. I really need to get a plastic one. These things are so damn loud. Looks pretty good on camera. Gary, that's how I know you watched it. I didn't say anything about the orbs specifically for that reason. The orbs, yes, the orbs came first. Uh, we get that all the time, but yeah. Yeah, that was pretty wild. We've had some. We used to have one that stayed here. We think it moved with my daughter that used to break shit all the time. So that's was pretty intense. We called him the dark one. He was really big and dark, and he wasn't afraid of you to see him either. But that's good. You saw it. Say I didn't want to plan anything. I had to tell you about the ghost part, but I didn't want to plan anything by telling you anything else. So you saw it yourself. So uh, I used to want to do that, like the ghost adventures, do ghost hunting and stuff. Yeah, it did, right? Uh, that's weird. Somebody's watching my videos and leaving comments instead of here with us visiting. There's 10 of you here. Somebody keeps dropping in and leaving. I'm like, damn it. YouTube keeps sending them here, I guess. Uh, but yeah, that thing was dope. That's the best thing I've caught on camera. We've gotten some little things like pictures, but we get a lot of voices, shit being moved, that kind of stuff. We get all that kind of stuff all the time. No, today, is it nice? I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. Sorry. Um, I have one, and if I get a chance, I will upload it because there's really no editing to it. It just takes a long time to upload. But I'm doing this. I have to go feed the cows and get ready to do the radio show. So I really don't have time. I've started doing Thursdays for this reason to do the live stream because people seem to want to do me to do the live stream again. So I've dedicated one day to it, which is the day I do the radio show. So if I have a chance, it may be tonight, maybe afterwards, because I can start the upload when I go to bed. Yeah, that must have sucked, Dad. My grandmother on my mom's side could read palms. She had read my brother's palm and stopped and got all upset. If she would have kept reading, she would have saw he didn't die, but she had saw that he was in an accident, a motorcycle accident, and she stopped reading. But I think it was like a year afterwards that that happened. The weirdest thing I ever had was someone do my tarot cards and tell me that I would have an opportunity to succeed in entertainment and I would turn it down for my family. And I was like, there's no way that would ever happen. But I did early on. My wife was pregnant with our son. And instead of trying to go on tour and do comedy stuff, I stayed home, which is no regrets at all. But that hit me one day. I was like, holy shit, that dude was right. I didn't think I would ever do that. My family is the most important thing to me. I'd love a reaction to Yeet. Um, all right, Holly, you're here at my live stream. And I always give live stream people that are my live stream. Um, and this is how I know that I'm telling you to do it because normally the secret is if somebody suggests another artist and I know they didn't watch my video that they're making a suggestion on, I just ignore their suggestion. Um, be very specific, but go to the bandmade video that I just released last night and leave your suggestion. Be specific, song, whatever you tell me exactly what you want, but go there and leave that, and I'll do it. I try to reward people for being here on my streams. Let's see. Okay, I'm all caught up. This makes it easier to read the comments. A lot of times I go so fast, I actually have to back up to look at them because I try to answer everyone's question. I was told that some people, when they do their live streams, they don't. What's up, Pop? Jake? I always call you Jake. I don't know why I just called you Pop. But anyways, hey, buddy. Uh, but I've had people say that some streamers don't respond. I think that's weird. It's going good so far. I mean, we started off kind of slow, but it's picking up. I was late too. I had fell asleep and was taking a nap, so I was like almost 16 minutes late starting. Fortunately, Savannah woke me up and said, "You gotta go do your live stream." And then, fortunately, my wife stopped me. I almost wore the same shirt that I wore last time. So I changed shirts. Is this coincidence? I just pull shirts out of the closet. I don't look at. I don't stop and think, did I wear this shirt last Thursday? But right as I was about to come on the camera and go live, I happened to think, I think I wore this last week. And she said I did, so I changed. Do you remember Zillakami? I do remember Zillakami. Okay. Zillakami, the last song I tried to react to, I ended up cutting it off. I didn't like it. I cannot remember the name. The same way with NASCAR Allo. I really loved that dude early on, but I don't know. I, I had people suggest him I think it was last week. I tried to do two and I wasn't feeling it. And I'm not trying to put out I like the dude, so I'm not trying to throw him any shade. So, but I really liked Zillakami. I think Bleach was the last song I reacted to that I actually published or uploaded, but I really like Zillakami. But that last song that I tried to react to, I can't remember what the name of it was. I wasn't feeling it, so I wasn't going to release it. And it's not that I'm trying to do all positive. I don't want to sound like I'm. Who has some dope ghost hunting videos? Jake? Zillakami? Did I miss something? Because see, I dig all that ghost shit. I love doing that. Really? I've only looked at music. I didn't know he had any kind of shit like that. I'm gonna have to look into that. Wow, losing viewers quick. Must be pissing people off, and I'm not even trying. Yeah, I'd like to do something like that, like do a ghost one, but it kind of be probably be kind of boring because I'm not like really scaredy and like. Yeah, I've thought about maybe going on one of those, the haunted place, most haunted place ever. That is true. Brandon Buckingham is the channel. There's a bunch of them. All right, Jake, you definitely know how to get a hold of me. Send that to me uh, so I can go check it out. You know all sorts of different ways to get a hold of me. So however you know to get a hold of me outside here, just pick one of those ways and let me know because I'd like to check that out. Um, we used to have a haunted school not too far from here, and I saw a lot of ghosts there. We used to go out there all the time, and somebody burned it down, set it on fire. So, and now it's on private property, and you're not supposed to be there. I mean, I don't think we were supposed to be there when we used to go there. Now you're really not supposed to go there. You know, like, hey, this time I mean it. One of those kind of situations. But since it got burned down, it's kind of pointless to go there. Um, and it seems like every place I go, they say is haunted. I don't ever see shit. So, except my house. Oh, 6 people, 6 thumbs up, and six. So 666. One of my favorite numbers. I know everybody says it's the number of the beast. It's just a number. Cracks me up the people at work that don't like the slot. You know, 664. They don't like 666, 668. Do I like the Evil Dead movies? They're all right. My favorite horror movies, uh, the original Exorcist, um, The Beast Within. Uh, I'm trying to think right off the top of my head. Uh, think. I mean, I watch there's a lot of horror movies I like, but I don't really consider a lot of them horror because they don't scare me. The point is to be scared. I mean, I wasn't scared when I saw The Exorcist as a little kid. I watched it when I wasn't supposed to watch it. It didn't scare me. I was actually fascinated by it. Damien, oh, that the first Omen movie, I dug that one. Uh, it's like they get it right, and then they just screw it up. Uh, Very few sequels, horror movies. Yeah, don't hold that for review. YouTube, that's exactly what I like, and that's where I was headed, Jake. There's a movie called, was it The Strangers? It had, uh, Steven Tyler's daughter, Liv Tyler in it. Uh, the movie itself wasn't scary, but the very ending of it had the scariest line ever. When the visitor or strangers had the family tied up, and the mother asked, "Why are you doing this to us?" And the girl said, "Because you were home." I was like, "Damn, that's some freaky shit." But yeah, that I mean, the whole early on in the movie, that could happen. So, but uh, another left field question. Okay, who's the most? uh, I almost no, I don't bite my tongue. The only reason I what there's a new Strangers movie and it wasn't good. Thank you for telling me that, so I don't get sucked into that, Jake. That would piss me off. But Gary, I do not bite my tongue, but I do because the way YouTube is, and especially how strict they are on smaller channels, I do have to watch how I respond. Uh, Phantasm. I remember that when I was a kid. That was dope. That silver ball. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of movies when I was a kid that were super dope, and then when I got older, hey Mark, that would be you are not the most annoying dude, man. You ain't even close. And to be honest, there was a guy named I'm gonna say his name. He shouldn't be watching my videos anymore because he got all pissed off at me. Kevin, the truck driver, he was fairly annoying. He only watched my reactions to two artists, and he was saying shit like, "Oh, let me guess, you're gonna say it's outstanding. You only watch two artists, dude. You don't ever watch the ones." And I had just released a video where I pissed a bunch of their fans off because Nightwish fans get really pissy if you don't say what they want you to say, which I don't. If I don't feel that way. Dirk fans, oh shit, yeah, they were, and that's where I was going, Jake. When I used to have to do a lot of rap, the little 14-year-old rap kids, they were actually funny. I mean, they had better insults than a lot of the grown-ups do, so I enjoyed that. Uh, but no, Gary, I don't bite my tongue. Sometimes I have to word it so I can't come off as aggressive as I normally would, and I can't even give you an example right now because of the video. Uh, Dude, Juice World fans, hands down, Juice World fans, the most annoying. When they're mad, the majority of my because I have that little folder where I keep all out screenshot the insults. Uh, Juice World fans, they lost their minds. I almost dropped the f bomb again. I know I've dropped a few. I'm trying to watch it though because they'll take my monetization away from this. Um, hey Bryce, I have no problem with the ones that aren't stupid, or that think if I don't say exactly what I want to say, that they feel that they can call me the most foulest words and insult me and all that stuff. Uh, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of really of anybody I react to. Um, there are a few that I would call I like borderline fan, but when I do reactions, it's not as a fan. It's as someone hearing the song for the very first time. So if it and I hate when people go, "Oh, Gary," to answer your question, I don't bite my tongue on this. I can't stand when a fan doesn't like my reaction. Oh, you need to listen to it 10, 15, 30, 50 times and it'll grow on you. Do you not understand what reactions are? I'm not here to learn to like songs. I'm here to give my reaction to hearing a song for the very first time, period. And that, well, you got to understand all this. No, if I knew all that, Ed, that's an easy question. I've had to think about that a lot. If you could only listen to one, would I listen to Peep, X, or Juice? Juice World, Juice World, Peep, and then X. There's some stuff that X did, but I like less of his stuff than I. There's less that I like of his stuff than I do like, but the stuff of X's that I do like, I really like. And Ed, to answer your question, because I've thought about it a lot, and I recently said this: if you, and this is part of the explanation, if you have to justify your song or give a reason why your song is lacking, it's not a great song, and you know that. You've learned to like it. So I think, oh, Bryce, I would never call you that unless you, and not even if you called me, not even if you messaged me and we were interacting and you were depressed, I would not even call you that then. I don't judge people based on the music that they listen to, even though I get that a lot. But Ed, so I think a lot of these people, they're looking for justification, their feelings to be justified. So if they feel if they watch a reactor say, "Oh man, this is the greatest thing ever," they feel justified in their feelings, which that's a whole different psychological issue. But I honestly feel that way because if you watch the phony channels where they do all the, oh my God, it's the best song I've ever heard, those channels are wildly popular. And that's why, oh, no, dude, I don't hate Juice or anything like that. It has nothing to do with nothing. I and his songs weren't cookie cutter. I have issue with the cookie cutter rap, and I don't really consider Juice rap. I think he's more like hip hop. That's my personal opinion. Um, I have issues with the cookie cutter rap that you got to be doing drugs and you got to be strapped, you got to catch a body, all that stupid stuff. Oh no, Bryce, I know. I was just making sure we're clear, right? Because I a lot of times, especially in typing, like when I respond typing, uh, people misunderstand me. But a lot of times, just because the way I talk, people misunderstand what I'm saying. So I didn't want you to get the wrong impression. But Ed, I think that's why they watch. Oh, it's not even my reaction. It's just they get a suggestion or they'll search reactions and I happen to pop up. So they'll watch expecting me to say what they want me to say and I don't. And then they get all butthurt, which I don't care at all. I'm not going to lie. I've never lied on any one of my videos ever. And I never will. And I've caught a lot of shit, which is why I don't react to Nightwish anymore. They're not on my do not react to list, but it's not even the majority of their fans. But it's enough to where it gets annoying reading the same, pretty much the same comment over and over. If you don't say exactly what they want, or if you don't read this backstory and that you know all this shit, and the last, not the last song I did, but a song or two before that, it's a great subject that they wrote about. I liked the music. I just didn't like the song. And oh my God, they lost their damn minds. It's just not worth it, and it's not that they hurt my feelings, I just get tired of because I get a notification on my phone every time you leave a comment, and my phone's blowing up. "Oh, you don't understand, it's a great song. This guy said it was great, so that guy said it was great, so what? If someone that does anal tells you it's good, do you run out and try it? It must be good. That guy liked it." I was listening to him one time, My friend was over and he called me depressed. Bryce, that's dumb, dude. Uh, that's not even a friend. That's just I wouldn't consider him a friend. And even if he thought you were depressed, for him to do that to you, that's a dick move. Uh, yeah, I have run through Juice songs in my head, and I can't think of why that would. I mean, everybody does a sad song every now and then or a moving song, but uh, that don't even make sense. And I wouldn't. My friends know. You don't tell me you don't like what I'm wearing. I don't give a shit. Don't tell me you don't like my haircut. Don't give a shit. I just had a guy at work go, "Hey, this dude cuts hair." Like, I cut my own hair. He's like, "Yeah, but your hair looks like shit." Yeah, but I don't care. I save money doing this. I spent a lot of money when I had long hair, keeping my hair long and looking good. I think it's because a lot of 13-year-old fans, um, possess one. That may be some of it. Now, in all honesty, I've tried to put myself in their shoes, so I kind of get that. When I was 13, 14, I thought Kiss was the shit. I thought they were a fantastic band, and anyone that was talking shit to them, and I had a lot of friends that talked shit about them. They didn't know what they were talking about. And the same thing with Motley Crue. Motley Crue's my all-time favorite band. I'm not so blind that I can't see. I mean, I don't like over half the music in their catalog, and I don't even like three-quarters of the band now. And Nikki Sixx is the reason I use Sixx as my professional name. He was cool to me when I was a kid. I never forgot that. I totally appreciated it. And I treat fans the same way he treated me. He doesn't treat his fans that way now, unless he's getting paid. Just so y'all know, meet and greets that you got to pay to do, they don't want to be there. That's why you're paying to do that. It's a way for them to make money. I never do paid meet and greets ever for anyone, not even not even artists that I really really like. I'm not going to pay to do a meet and greet. That they don't want to be there. Uh, oh, hey, Mark, I totally understand, dude. I hope you're there. If you are, but call in, dude. We love it. We talk about it off air. We love when you call in, buddy. Oh, okay, Gary. That's an interesting question. All right. When I do that, first off, well, when my this is when I cook it. My wife is the best cook. I would love to give a body part. I would give a body part. Oh, I would love to meet love bites, but I'm not going to pay to do it. I have zero. I'm not paying anyone to meet them because that's just padding what they're doing. I get that. I understand their reason for doing it, but they don't want to be there. And I have that from certified rock stars. I've gotten that information from they don't want to be there. That's why they're charging you. But all right, cheeseburger topping. All right. Now when my wife makes it, she makes the best, hands down. But when I do it, I on the on the meat itself, because if you put a bunch of shit on it, it's not good. But there's something about hamburgers. I say there's exceptions to every rule. This is my exception. When I cook the meat, I put salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder only on both sides while it's cooking. Uh, on the bun, I put a little ketchup, a little mayonnaise, a little mustard. Uh, I usually try to go with pepper jack cheese if it's available. If not, just regular cheese. Uh, Meat, lettuce, tomato, sometimes onions, depending on my mood, and another piece of pepper jack cheese. That's it. And before you ask, if you ask about hot dogs in the bun, I put ketchup, mustard, chili, and cheese if I have it, if I'm using it, and my hot dog has to be burnt, not like yuck burnt, but black enough to where it splits. My my wife doesn't like that, but she cooks them perfect for me every time. She's got the perfect burnt to it. Uh, and I don't know if that's because when I was a kid and we go camping, that I got to be the big guy and cook my own hamburger, my own hot dog over the fire, and I'd burn the shit out of it, and I'd get in trouble. I'm like, no, no, this is how I like it. And just I ate something, but that's literally how I like it now. I like my hamburger, not my hamburger. I don't like my hamburger burnt, but I like my hot dogs burnt, and that's how I eat them. And if I don't have anything for a hot dog, just mustard and ketchup, that's how I do it. But I don't put it on top of the hot dog. I put the shit in the bun first, set the hot dog on top of it. All right, Gary. I'll see you, buddy. If you ain't used to Texas heat, you might not dig this. I don't remember where you're at, uh, but today we're at 110, I think it is, with the heat index. I think it's actually only 106. Well, right now it says 98, but we're still on our heat advisory. Oops. Uh, it's not telling me the heat index, but it says there's a big storm coming. Yay! Which would be great. It'll probably start raining right as I go feed the damn cows. It's dope. Rain, snow, sleet, or hell, cows got to eat. I hate when I have to go break the ice out of their tank so they can drink, but I do it every time. But I usually knock a hole in the middle of ice and I'll pull the whole thing out, so I only have to touch it once. Man, I love when y'all ask good questions, interesting questions too. Breaking news. Oh wow, Ivana Trump just died, 73 years old. There you go. Breaking news. You heard it first, unless you got the news thing. But you heard it first right here. And now you can tell everybody, we heard some shit we didn't know. London at 88. Oh, yeah, y'all are, yeah. Man, it's early. Thanks, Gary. Oh, yeah, you would not like our weather, dude. It sucks. It sucks. What's the hardest part of taking care of cows? Uh, for me, I don't think any of it's hard. I enjoy doing it. I've done it a long time. But it's, I guess, regardless of the weather, you have to take care of them. That's your responsibility. So I've been out in some really shitty weather. I've been out. Sometimes they do piss you off. So I went out one time to feed them after I call it my day job. Even though it's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I work long hours on those days. I had to go feed the cows. And I went out and it started raining right as I got out there, and they wouldn't come to me because they were staying in the trees. We do have a mountain lion that's been seen in the area, but they normally come out at night. So I wasn't that concerned, but I guess if you stumble across them, it could kind of suck. So it's cold, it's raining, and the cows aren't coming when I'm calling them. So I had to go look for them. Now I'm very hard about they need to come to me to be fed, but sometimes in all fairness, like when it's raining, they can't hear you calling them. So as I start to go out, I saw a doe and I saw this big ass buck. The doe ran from me. The buck went after her. So I figured he was after her. But when I went around to where our cows normally are at, that buck had stood off facing me, and I thought he was fixing to charge me. But when I called for the cows, he took off running. Well, the cows didn't come, and I'm near where they're normally at. So I had to walk all the way around the property to see if maybe they got out. And I got into some sketchy areas that I was like, this is the day I'm going to run into the mountain lion. And I got all the way to the farthest point away from where I could feed the cows. And our bull looks out of the bushes like, hey, dude, what are you doing? I was so pissed off at them. I was wet, cold, muddy. I made them walk all the way back to where I feed them. So now when I call them, they know that I'm just an asshole. I am not coming to you. You have to come to me. Sometimes it takes a little while, but that's it. What are the worst extremes of weather I've ever experienced? Well, uh, I almost drove into a tornado that was actually on the ground. And when you hear the rednecks in the trailer parks on TV going, sounded like a freight train, it does. I couldn't see the front of the car. That's how hard it was raining and the wind was blowing. And I stopped and I could feel the car start to slide. So I turned around and was headed the other way. And a friend of mine who was an MP, military police on post, he's from Indiana, and he actually had a visual on it. And his sergeant, when he radioed, said there's a tornado on the ground. His sergeant told him to follow it. I didn't tell him, but I'm like, I'm not following a damn tornado. But it passed It passed in between where we were at. He told me his location. I told him where I was at. He said, "Yeah, it was on the ground and went right through there." Uh, so I guess that's. But I got lucky. I didn't actually drive into it or get caught in it. And then 2 years ago, we had one of the worst winters here in Texas, to where actually the power grid. My mom lives 4 blocks from me. My mom lives 5 blocks. My mother-in-law lives 3 blocks. They shut their power off during the night to conserve electricity, I guess. They did. It wasn't just them. It was that whole area. Our power didn't go off. So my mother-in-law went and stayed with our nephew. My mom came and stayed with us. But it was 3 or 4 days that there was no electricity. Uh, but we were fine. But I guess that's about the worst. I mean, we don't have to worry about tornadoes where I live specifically. They don't come into our town. I know that sounds weird, but we have 5 hills around us. So we don't have tornadoes in our town. They go all around us, but they don't come in here. So I'm not scared of tornadoes. Uh, oh, and the other worst thing was one day we just had a storm pop up out of nowhere. I lived in a trailer park. It was many years ago. Had the front door open. This storm just came out of nowhere, and these big ass chunks of hell were coming down, and there was kids outside, 2 little kids, and it's beating the shit out of them. So I ran out to get them. I took one to the head and one to the toe, but I ran them into the house until the hell passed. But that size hell hurts really, really bad. Man, y'all are asking some damn good questions that people don't normally ask me. I like that. Next, some of y'all are saying that's cool. Some people run up on. I don't give a shit what kind of weather you've been in. I like that. Good question, Gary. I really hope to make it to England one day. I remember when we were in Germany, there was a band called Times Square. They're like a club band, but they're from England. I was just fascinated by that. They're really good. They played everything, not just one style of music. They played a little bit of everything. They're really cool. Oh my, oh, well, Jake, that's a really good question. Uh, Maybe not to the extreme that they do the purge, but huh. I don't know if I know that movie or the thing is because I'm stuck on the purge question. Um, the concept of I believe there should be a purge, but not an open purge like in the movies. Uh, but there are definitely parts of the population that should be purged. I have to be very cautious how I word this. And for clarification, before anybody misunderstands, I am not saying a race, and I am not saying a financial um, status. Oh wow, that's Keith. That's weird, dude. But I'm going to I'm going to show Keith's question or answer, but I do not 100% agree with that. But there's some of what I think needs to be purged is pretty prominent there, but it is not a race. It's not a financial status. It, Oh man, it's really tricky. See, if we were talking in person, I would have no problem saying, but being on social media, especially YouTube, I have to be very cautious in how I word things. I hate spiders. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you my fear, Gary, and spiders are not really it. I'm not really scared of spiders. I'm more scared of spider webs than I am spiders. What I am, oh, and I have no problems killing them, doing whatever. Oh, let's be PC. Relocating them to another place safely. um, it's rats, not lab rats, wild rats and mice. I'm mortified of them. And I do man up in front of people. Usually, uh, I've actually had one. I saw it out my peripheral vision jump and it kind of springboarded off of my arm and went on. But because there was people behind me, I did not scream like a little girl. Excuse me. But I assure you, inside, I was pissing britches. I don't like them at all, and I know why I don't like them. When I was in the 3rd grade, I was leaving for school, and that works too, Gary. Keith, I have done that myself. Usually, I just smash them and throw them away, but that's also relocating. If you leave out the smash part, is relocating them to the trash can. Uh, oh shit, Water Walker. I'm sorry, dude. I just saw the comment. I didn't even see you were here. What's up, man? I'm really sorry about that. But hey, and besides, you said hi to Gary. You didn't say hi to me. Um, but I was leaving for school, and the cat across the street was chasing a mouse towards us. My mom jerked me back inside and gave me the big rabies story. So that's why, to this day, I'm mortified of wild mice and rats. Not even kind of sort of. I don't like them fuckers. I said luckers. That's what I said. Luckers. Luckers. YouTube AI. I didn't say the word you think I said. Um, but yeah, so I'm not as scared of spiders as I am them now. I don't want to get bit by a brown recluse, but you know, I mean, I hope to visit Australia one day, and I know they got a bunch of nasty ass spiders there. But yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't like them being on me, but I don't like. I have no problems with them. I'm not like. I'm not really scared of snakes. I don't like to be in an area. I mean, I have no problems with non-poisonous snakes, but uh pick the spider out of a web because a girl I really uh Gary, that wins hands down, dude. That's the dopest thing ever. I love that comment. I appreciate you sharing that. Um, I don't know where the hell I was going. It happens. Oh, about snakes. When me and my wife were house shopping, I had met a realtor and she kept carrying on about how nice this attic was. Well, here in Texas, we do get snakes in attics, and sometimes they just happen to be venomous snakes. Uh, so I don't like attics at all. Not even kind of, sort of. Oh, wasp, Jake. Once you've been stung by, unless you're allergic to them, once you've been stung by enough or stung enough, wasp, bees, none of that shit bother me. I've been stung by a big ass hornet like this for no reason, unprovoked. Stung me right here in my ear. Felt like a cigarette being crushed out of my ear. I've been stung by scorpions several times. It doesn't. That part doesn't really bother me at all. I've been stung by a bunch of bees at one time. Um, but snakes. She kept telling me, "Look up an attic. Look up an attic." Bitch, I don't want to look up in the attic. She wouldn't let it go, so I crawled up just far enough and stuck my head up and yeah, that's a big attic. Dumbass, I don't care about the attic. I don't want to be in the attic. I don't like being under houses. I almost quit a job. Uh, Murder hornets, yes. Uh, I mean, I guess that may be what that was. He was that big, and he stung me unprovoked. Just hit me right here and right there in my ear. Um, but I used to work for a concrete company, and guy who had hired us to we're building a bank, and his wife had a antique shop down the road, and it needed to be leveled. Well, I would have been cool because I'm with other people. There was plenty of room. It wasn't like narrow. It was a pier and beam, nice big, tall pier and beam place. Am I getting the impression nature doesn't like me? I get the feeling some people don't like me, but I don't really think nature just. I haven't been attacked by a mountain. Oh, I shouldn't curse myself like that, should I? Yeah. Uh, I think the copperhead when I was a kid, that was my own fault. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't know then. I didn't even think about it being the possibility. It was where it was at. Uh, but they were doing a rattlesnake roundup, and they had ooh thunder. We might actually get rain today. Um, but they had lost a bunch of snakes, and in that area, I wasn't going under the house. I said I'll quit first. So I waited to till other people had crawled all around under the house, and they called me a host of names and questioned my manhood and my sexuality. And I finally went under there. Once I knew, I mean, if there was a snake under there, they would have got bit. There was plenty of light. Gibby Odin. Thank you. Uh, yeah, wasp. And the thing about wasp is they can keep on stinging you. They're not like bees. Like a bee stings you once and it's done. But yeah, wasp can really light your ass up. Uh, yeah, my daughter's going to go see the Suicide Boys, or plans on going to see the Suicide Boys. Um, I can't remember when, but coming soon. Uh, she's cool with their new album. Eh, Notice I haven't reacted to it, so I guess you can tell my opinion of the new one. I like their older stuff. I'm that way with a lot of bands. It's not just them. There's a lot of bands I like their older stuff, but the newer stuff, it happens. And it could be just I'm getting be older. That's cool, man. I haven't heard thunder. I gotta look out the window. Now you know how small my studio is. Well, I can't reach that door, but I can reach the window. Um, might actually get rain. They've been saying we've had a chance for a couple of days, and we all know better. The great thing about being a weatherman in Texas, you don't have to be right. Nobody expects you to be right. I've been driving and then say there's a chance of rain, and I have my windshield wipers on because it's raining so damn hard. Look out the window before you say that. Did you ever see the YouTube channel where the host is trying to find? Oh, dude. Yes, my granddaughter showed me that. Um, I try not to judge people, but what a dumbass. There is no way I would do that shit. None. Zero. Well, I'm saying that. I guess they offered me enough money. Maybe. But yes, me and my granddaughter watched that quite a bit. We saw the bullet ants, the murder hornet or wasp, murder wasp, uh, or murder hornets. Yeah, I'm looking right at Keith's thing. Um, a few other things. Well, yeah, every generation has those bands. uh, always. A talent I'm really good at that no one knows. I make awesome omelets. Everybody already knows that I play instruments, that I write songs. I'm not the singer I used to be, but I can still sing okay. Uh, oh, y'all may not know this. I haven't made any in a while because business. I just haven't been getting orders, but I make high end writing pens. They go from 35 to $250 a piece. I actually have some people that collect my pens. Uh, haven't done it in a while. I'm good at building shit. Um, really good DJ. I'm good at mixing music, beats, and stuff. But I think I've told that before. I actually still have the record that I stole from my very first DJ job when I was 19 years old. It was Def Leppard's "High and Dry." I still have it in my room. They had 2 copies. I mean, hindsight, it was kinda shitty that I stole it, but a souvenir. Uh, oh, I'm a really, really well, people know this, but y'all may not know this. I am one of the best bullshitters you'll ever meet. More people believe my bullshit stories, even if I tell them I've made the story up, than believe when I tell the truth. And here's one of the ways to tell when I tell the truth. There is a telltale sign that my mom, my wife, and my daughter knows. Nobody else knows, and I'm not giving that one away. But here's a way that y'all can tell. When I stutter or stammer or say or all that kind of shit, I'm being 100% honest. If I flow like it's the gospel, 90% of the time it's bullshit. So I guess that's a talent. I told a friend at work that I'm working on this joke and I wanted to run it by him. And he said, okay. So I said, my mom was out of town and one of her cows died. So I buried it. When she came back, I told her the cow got out. So every day when I get off work, we spend 2 hours walking, looking for the cows. Do you think I should tell her that the cow died? Because we're really bonding. And if I tell her, she's going to be upset and it'll ruin our relationship. And he's had these big tears in his eyes and goes, yes, you've got to tell her. I was like, she's probably only got a couple of years left. I think I can ride this out. And he started getting pissed off. And I asked, do you remember what I told you when I started this story? He goes, that it's a joke you're working on? I said, yes. He's like, you're a fucking asshole. I got so wrapped up in what you were telling me. I was like, you have to tell your mom. Hey, Ed, I appreciate that. My goal every day is to make people laugh. If you follow me on Instagram, I post jokes there. I don't do it as much as I do on Facebook. I do Facebook more. Now, I do have a 6 days Facebook page. I haven't been keeping up a whole lot. I think I got like 3 people on it. But I did create a 6 days Facebook page where I want to do like I do on my Facebook page where I do jokes and talk about music and all that kind of shit. More like this, but keep people up to date. But I haven't been keeping up with it because there's only like 2 people. Um, I had got my mom. I can tell you all this one. Right before I became a DJ, I was a bouncer. My friend was the door girl at this club, and they needed a bouncer. And she told him, "Well, I have a friend that knows all these martial arts. He'd be great." So I got the gig as the bouncer. Uh, so I always go and have. I used to. I don't anymore. I used to always go have coffee with my mom. So I was having coffee with her, and I said, "Hey, this dude came in the bar last night, and he touched me on the shoulder. He's like, I used to have long hair, eyeliner, earrings. Uh, that is true, Ed. That's why every day I literally try to make people laugh. So if you're on Instagram, check me on Instagram. If you're on Facebook, find my 6 days page. Because as soon as I get more people on that page, I'll start posting shit there. But every day I try to make people laugh every single day. So I'm telling my mom this story. This guy came up and touched me on the shoulder. And he said, Johnny. And when I turned, he goes, oh my God, you look just like my son who didn't return from Vietnam. He was MIA. Oh, man. And we sit there and talk for hours. And so he said goodbye. And I went to get a drink. And the bartender said, that old man paid for your drinks for the rest of the night. And I was like, oh my God, he didn't even let me thank him. So I ran outside to thank him. And I ran right into him and I knocked him down. I knocked these 2 grocery bags out of his hands. And I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I was coming to help, to thank you for helping or paying for my drinks. and I'm helping him put all the stuff back in his bags, and my mom's got these huge tears in her eyes, and said, all of a sudden, I realized what he had in those bags. Do you know what it was? And my mom's about to cry, and she said, "No, what?" I said, "A bunch of bullshit like I've been feeding you." She actually called me a son of a bitch. She was she was pretty pissed off about that one. But yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite things is making people laugh. If you've never seen any of my stand-up, if you look up my Bob Sixx page, BOBB, or channel, Bob Sixx channel, BOBBSIXX, you can see some of my stand-up. There's open mic stuff, some headliner stuff, some comedy competitions I did. Um, but there's all sorts of shit on there. But so if you want to see some of my stand-up, you can go see that. That's one of my I love doing stand-up. I prefer stand-up over being in bands. I've been in many bands, but stand-up because it's just me. I succeed or fail based 100% on me. And there's nothing like walking in front of a bunch of people that don't know you and you making them laugh. There's nothing like making people laugh, period. But so I hope I answered that question okay, Gary. I tried. I mean, I'm sure I have a few other talents that are not coming to me right now. It's not like I sit around all day going, I kick ass at this. And nobody knows. Ha ha ha. Just me. Mm, I'm pretty good with a laser too. Uh shit. I got a piece of ice in my mouth. Sorry. It's okay if I spit it back in there. It's mine. And nobody drinks out of it. Uh this company that used to do the engravings on my pens, uh, they needed help. And because of my attention to detail, they want a job, gave me a job, taught me how to run lasers, and wham bam, thank you, man. I work with lasers 4 days a week. I think that's about it. Oh, and one more talent that I mean, some people know it makes aggravates people if I'm playing name that tune with them. There's a lot of songs I can get within like the first three notes, especially from the 80s. I'm really I thought I heard rain. Guess not. Probably leaves or a branch or airplane falling on the roof or some stupid shit. Anyways, any more questions? I used to be able to two step really well. Used to do country dancing really good. I was actually a dance instructor for a short time. Oh, I love the 80s music too. I love all of it. I mean, not all of it. There's some that sucked naturally, but 80s was a great time to be alive. Well, what I can remember of the 80s was a great time to be alive. Any more questions? And that's not my dancing. That was just my chairs. I gotta get a new chair. Yeah, those days are pretty fuzzy. But I know I had a good time. uh, do I still write and sell jokes? I haven't sold any jokes. I usually give them away. If I post a joke on social media, and I do occasionally have comedians go, "Hey," because they know if I post it on social media, but they have the courtesy to ask. Now, my daughter has heard um, three of my jokes on the radio on commercials. Uh, I don't care if I post it on social media. I don't give a shit. Uh, but yes, I still write all the time. I can't turn that shit off. That just it's just the way my mind works. I'm a very strange individual. And we actually watched Name That Tune. It's on it. Well, They haven't updated any new episodes, but it was recently on. And even though Randy Jackson's on it, I don't like him. It's not too hard to ignore him, except when they talk to him and make him talk. But I probably can. I would say, I mean, even my granddaughter, she can get a handful of Michael Jackson songs within like 3 to 6 notes. Hey, Water Walker, are you finally saying hi to me? Finally. uh, oh yes, I got it. Water Walker, yes. I cannot. I hated him on America's Got Talent. There was no reason, or was it not America's Got Talent? American Idol. There was no reason for that dude to be on there. Uh, but Randy, I mean, that dude, because all he ever said was, "Yo, dog, you did your thing," or he didn't really give advice. I mean, Steven Tyler was the best ever person they had on there because he could tell you you're flat here, whatever. That dude knows music, and even though Randy does record producing and all that shit, uh, that Yo Dog shit got old, and he never gave any really good criticism. Oh, I was fixated with more thunder, but somebody rolling their trash can down the street. That's weird. We don't live in that kind of a neighborhood, but I'm sure somebody had a reason for rolling a trash can down the sidewalk. um, yeah, fortunately, when on Name That Tune right now, he's not the host, but they do have him say shit, and he tries to sound all, I guess, inspirational. Uh, it is what it is. I still enjoy the show because I love playing that. Uh, but yeah, I'm really good at naming songs or getting songs. I'm really good at that. And I'm really good at remembering song lyrics too. All right. Next impossible question. I probably got like 15 minutes left. So, oh no, I have more than that. I have the camera right there telling me. I don't want to put me on the spot. Oh, that's not on the spot, dude. I have absolutely no problem telling anyone. Um, it's kind of tied. I don't have the names. Well, one of them I kind of have the name, but I can't remember the artist. Uh, One of them was a UK artist, and I think the song was called "Tea and Biscuits." I couldn't even release my reaction to it. I deleted it. Jaden Smith, whatever piece of shit that was, I reacted to. I mean, it was just absolute garbage. But I think hands down the absolute. Oh, it's a tie for worse. Even more people. Sorry, my daughter. Yay! How to respond to my daughter. Frank Ocean. I don't even know what song it was. He's just on my list of uh, artists never to react to. But his song I cut off halfway through, and um, that AK syrup or some shit like that. I think what he did was have a bunch of his friends slump AK, and the song was called AK syrup or some shit like that. It was, it was the worst. Which reaction has the worst fans? Okay, that question, there's an asterisk with that. It's not because it's not all the fans. The majority of all the fans of all the bands I react to are good. The majority of them. But like everything else, like the religious fanatics, the political extremists, it's the little group that gets the most attention that are the worst. So as a whole, none of the artists I react to, their their fan base is not bad, but they do have some radical assholes within them that go so far overboard, it's ridiculous. So, um, Juice World has some of those fans. But I write a lot of them off with their insults and stuff because most of them are teenagers. So I'm excluding that because I remember that age and I kind of get that. So the worst, again, this is not their entire fan base, it's the radical assholes within it. The worst are um, Nightwish, which is why I've stopped reacting to them because they have this little core. Most of their fans are great, but this little core, if you don't love every song and just say it's the greatest thing ever, it's epic, it's life changing, you're stupid, you don't get it, you're a piece of shit. And yes, I've been called those. Thank you. Um, it was insane, and it's still insane the way they react if I don't like a damn song. Again, some people like anal. I don't care how much you tell me you like it. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to do it. Sorry. So just because I don't like this song doesn't mean I'm stupid. I don't like the song. Um, Spinoff of that is the bassist from that band. He did a solo album. I reacted to one song. I didn't like it. But naturally, I guess that kind of ties in because it's the same fan base. And then there's a dude who does something along those lines. And when I did the reaction, the song was, oh my God, it was ridiculously long. Um, I was wearing a Pink Floyd t-shirt and I didn't like the song. It just wasn't a good song. And naturally, as a lot of other bands, I got oh, you reacted to the wrong version. What? I that, and then everybody going, "Oh, you don't like the song because it's long? You're wearing a fucking Pink Floyd shirt." That word, as you can see, that word just comes out. I'm probably gonna lose my monetization on it, but that's how wrapped up and passionate I get about it. You're wearing a Pink Floyd shirt and you don't like long songs? Oh, poser, you just no, no. I like long songs when they're good. That's the key to it. It's gotta be good. If it sucks, 2 minutes is too long, but 17 minutes of a shitty song is way too long. But they couldn't accept that because they like it. And oh, well, this is your first time through. 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I didn't like it the first time. I'm not here to like it. Do you not understand what I'm doing here? I didn't, and I don't pick the shit. That's the other thing. Now, if I picked the song and said, "Oh, this song sucks," that's on me. But when you pick a song that I didn't pick it, I give you my honest opinion, and you're going to get upset. So they were all upset. So they attacked me. I can't remember the name. I can see the album cover in my head. Oh, no, no, Gary, I'm actually quite passionate about that. And the other way you can tell is because I dropped an F bomb. So I wasn't cautious. I wasn't sitting there planning out what I was going to say. I was on a roll. Uh, y'all be surprised at how much I say the F word. It's a lot. And I don't do it on purpose. I've literally said that word my entire life. As long as I've spoken audible words, I've used that word. I've been backhanded in the mouth. I've eaten soap. Yeah, yeah, Darko, that is correct. And haters is part of the game. If somebody's just doing straight hate, I don't get upset about it. Um, Now, when somebody says something stupid, or they've taken something out of context. A lot of times I feel something's been taken out of context. I don't mind if you hate me, but I'll make sure you hate me for the right reason. So I will try to make sure they understand what they. Oh, I'm actually using visuals. I will try to make sure they understand what I was saying, and then if they still hate me, we're good. I have not ever gotten mad at anyone for saying I don't like you at all. I think you're stupid. I don't care. Uh, and I'm sure that you know that Inagata Devita is actually in the Garden of Eden, but he was so messed up. That's how it came out and it stuck. Darko, I appreciate that, dude. That's that's why I don't sway on my channel. I started it on being honest. I will never sway. I just told somebody the other day that got upset um, for a what's his name? Kanye reaction I had done a while back. Get upset because I gave my opinion on Kanye, and he didn't like that. He thought I should say something else, and I'm not here to say what you want me to say. I will never say I like something for likes ever. I could. I actually shot a video for a song I didn't really care for, and in the end, I did a fake reaction. I said, "I'm sure some of you wanted to see this," and I did a fake reaction. Just a short little, but I'm not going to do that. But I made sure I told them this is fake. This is what you want me to say, but I'm not going to say that. So people get pissed because, like when I answered, I think it was Keith or Ed that asked the question earlier. One of them, uh, people want to hear their opinion coming out of a reactor's mouth, which is why the phony channels do so well. There was a channel they used to watch me. They probably don't anymore because I'm sure they've heard what I've said about them. Uh, but they used to like to watch my videos, and I started watching them. A little bit of mutual respect until I realized they were phony, and I quit watching them. Um, and I don't badmouth them, but oh, hey, I know the song too, dude. uh, but I quit watching them because they're phony. I realized their formula, how they worked, and it's working for them. I'm not hating on them at all. That's just not my thing. I don't like watching phony reactors. That being said, I also don't like watching honest reactors who aren't really that good at it. I'm not saying I'm the best at it. Um, uh, I think so, Jake. I can't remember their names right now. Male and female, husband and wife. Um, I don't mind hot weather, but the weather we're having right here in Texas right now sucks. All right, Keith. Remember, dude, if you see me, walk up to me, make sure you say hey, because you know what I look like. I don't know what you look like. So make sure you say hey, man. I appreciate you being here. Okay, Jake. So yeah, that's them. I'm trying to remember their name. I actually just dropped in on their channel the other day, and they're still doing the same formula. Um, Water Walker, I'm actually trying to start doing that again. Uh, I do. I don't know. Nobody said anything, but there's been a few videos where I put bloopers where I've either stumbled on my Japanese or I've stumbled on my English because I screw that up too. Uh, but I will tack on. I will take those intros and put them on at the end just to see it. So right after I say, uh, "Until next time, I am Bob Sixx. Peace." If you keep watching for just a few seconds, you'll see bloopers. Not all the time, but I do try to put little shit like that from time to time. But nobody's been saying anything, so I haven't really been adamant about it. But once I know that people are actually watching, because analytics tells me the majority of my viewers stop watching between 4.5 and 5.5 minute mark. So, uh, but yeah, I do put bloopers in at the end sometimes, not all the time, but there are videos, and some of them are extensive. You would not believe. Sometimes I'll get tongue tied, especially on the Japanese videos or the videos where I do Japanese intro. And then once I screw that up, I'll screw up my English too. I'll actually have to stop. I mean, I don't stop the video, but I stop. You don't get to see it because I'll edit out that part. Who the hell wants to see me sitting there taking a perfect pill trying to straighten my shit out? But if it's a small blooper, a lot of times I just leave that in the beginnings, and people don't even mention that anymore. So I'm guessing people skip my beginnings. I actually had somebody out of the clear blue the other day watch my channel for the first time in a long time, and they were upset because used to the way I started my videos, and only Jake may have been around long enough to know this. Is there a place that I can message you? Um, yes, you can. Here, I'll type it in right here. I didn't put the .com because I don't know how, well, if it messes up, it messes up. There. Uh, you can message me there. Uh, I tell people there or Instagram, but yes, I am always, a lot of people contact me through Instagram and a lot of people need to talk and I always respond. So absolutely message me there and you don't have to worry. I won't out you or no shit like that. Whatever you got to talk about, I will talk to you about it. I take that shit very serious. Yes, Gary, sure did. Seemed pretty excited about it too. I was glad. What was I saying? Sometimes I'll leave bloopers in the beginning. Oh, the person that complained. Well, they didn't complain. But they were wondering why I stopped. I've actually had a few people that will message me and ask, but used to, if you haven't been around my channel a long time, you won't know this. But used to, the way I started my videos is I go, "Fuck, hey, what's up, YouTube?" I used to do that. A lot of people liked it, but there's some people that didn't like it. Oh shit, I forgot y'all can hear me, so that might have came out really loud, and y'all are going, "What the hell, dude?" Uh, hey, but see, I actually have a guy at work that he just started, and he told one of the other guys, he goes, "I think that dude's a YouTuber." He's been watching my channel for, I guess, 2 years or better. He started watching when I started doing Juice World reactions, so over 2 years. Uh, so that's kind of cool. Every now and then I'll run into someone, and I think it's cool. Uh, but I enjoy doing this. This is my favorite thing. This right here, I enjoy doing. Hey, that's cool. uh, I, I am so glad. I mean, when I got introduced to J Metal, I mean, I was so ecstatic because I love that music, and I say in the videos all the time is all the positivity, the way they master their instruments, they actually write whole songs. I mean, it's just, man, and I do like all kinds of music. I really do. Every video you've ever seen me do that I say I like the song, I genuinely like the song. I don't say it for likes. If you look at my views, you know I ain't saying shit for likes, or for views. I actually had a guy get mad at me because I didn't like a song, and he said I was. Oh, which song was that? Was it the U2 song? Somebody had me react to a U2 song about a guy that was addicted to heroin. It's based on a true story. And oh no, it was the Eminem song. Um, was it shit? The one he did for his daughters. Was it was it Mockingbird or some shit like that? I didn't like the song. It's cute that he wrote it for his daughters, and it would be a cute birthday present to them. But I genuinely didn't like the song. Yeah, Mockingbird. Um, I can't believe I remembered that other than the fact that I didn't like it. But this dude told me I was just trying to be edgy. He saw other reactors break down and cry. Well, yeah, I could fucking break I could break down and cry to pretty much any song. The 3 or 4 times y'all have seen me cry, if you haven't seen them, there are 3 or 4 videos where I genuinely cry. I'm an ugly crier. That's why I try really hard not to cry on camera. And it's not that there's any shame in crying. Oh, wait. Has someone ever stopped you on the street and said, uh, not for YouTube. This guy at work is the closest I've got. Uh, that he told this other guy, he goes, uh, uh, he, uh, he told this other guy, and so the other guy goes, "Well, I know he does YouTube." So then when he realized it was me, he was like, "Oh my God, I've been watching you for however long." Yeah. Um, uh, from and now I'm trying to learn how to say it correctly. Says I do pronounce Nemophila is how you say flower, but I was told that the band actually pronounces it Nemophila. So I'm trying to learn how to say it the correct way. But my favorite song is Revive. I love that song from them. That shit gets me amped up hard. But uh so when I cry on camera, that shit's for real, but I could cry it at anytime I wanted to, pretty much. I mean, I don't think I can sit here and cry now because we're talking about it, but uh that crying the channel I mentioned earlier, I think she does that. Uh because there's this the songs that I saw, I was like, that's not worth crying over. It's not sad, you can't feel any pain. But oh, and nobody's asked this time, but before anybody asked, the only reactor I watch religiously is SS Sniper Wolf. She doesn't react to music videos. She reacts to all sorts of other shit. She seems genuine. Uh, so I watch her reactions. Me and my granddaughter watch them. Uh, but I just almost every reactor I followed. I even saw a reactor do something I had just done in a video, and he tried it for a couple of videos and he quit doing it. I guess he figured out it wasn't working for him. uh, but I like the wide variety of music that I get from everybody doing this, and I wish it was broader. And one thing I really wish my channel would do, but it's not doing. And like I said the other day, I'm not joking. Before before I resulted to reacting to the 3 or 4 bands that get the most views, I just quit doing this, or I just start reacting to shit that I wanted to react to. Not that I don't want to react to the bands, but I'm not going to be one of those because there are channels that only react to a few bands. I want to react to everything. And what I want, yes, listen to Kiko Torana. That may be Jake Davila is the one who helps me a lot. So he went and found that may be where he found it. But so he's been helping me with that pronunciation. So that's what I'm working on. That's how I want to do it the way they do it. So and somebody mentioned that when I do Unlucky Morpheus and Kiko, that I say it and Kiko when I do the Japanese, that's because a Japanese viewer told me. So that's how much I want to do this correctly. So when I do it in English, it's Unlucky Morpheus. But when I do the Japanese version, I say Ankiko. Uh, that is exactly right, Ed. There is too much good shit, and that's where I was headed. I want people to know that when I'm reacting, not only that I'm 100% honest, that usually the music that I'm posting is worth checking out. You need to see this, but they just don't do that. See, I'm giving everything an open chance, and I wish more people would do that. Um, Even if it's a genre that you don't like, there's some great music. Uh, Jake is on my Patreon channel, and that's where he gets everything that he wants. And some of them I feel are so good that after he's watched, I've left it up, and I usually make sure he always says yes, but I almost always make sure he's cool with me releasing it onto YouTube for everybody to see. Uh, so he's got some great, and he'll tell you, I do not like everything he tells me, and I've never once lied about it. My videos over there are a little bit different. I don't do any edits to try to make it more timely or anything like that. Or matter of fact, you actually watch me changing from song to song and shit. I had to do something a little bit different, so that's just why I do it. And I do all double shots over there. I used to do double shots here, and then people started bitching about it. So I was like, okay, so one at a time, two a day. Oh, my wife's brewing coffee. That shit smells so good. And in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to go so I can get me a cup and go feed the cows. So Uh, as we're running out of time, don't forget the radio show tonight. If you're available, you can listen online at kcorradio.com. Gary, dude, you're awesome, man. But kcorradio.com, or you can listen on your phone. Watch any one of my Japanese videos. I don't put it on the other ones because I don't figure anybody. You can get the phone number off of there. You can call in. He's already left, but one of the guys that was just here, he's been calling in every show now, which we really want to hear from y'all. It's great for the show. For us, we like interacting with you, actually talking to you. Don't forget my man, that coffee. I cannot believe I can smell that coffee all the way in here because it's not like our kitchen's right outside that door. It's way over there. Well, way over there. We don't live in the White House. Don't be confused. Um, but I think it's because we have a. That's what it is. We have a fan that's blowing. Anyways, y'all don't care about that. My Facebook page, Sixx Daze, just like the channel. Uh, and once I get more people on there, I'll start posting jokes, the memes that I post, um, to make y'all laugh, but I'll also keep you up to date with shit, and you'll get inside stuff because, like I do here, when I reward people that come here and they want me to react to something. Oh, other fans, Radiohead fans, some of them were okay. Oh my god, the one and that was because a viewer was here and asked me to react to them. Thank you, Gary. I truly, and I hope it doesn't come off as fake. I truly appreciate the fact that y'all come here, you interact with me. That I do this because I want to interact with you. I want y'all to get to know me better, be able to ask me whatever, gives you a better idea of who I am. But I like reacting to y'all too. I can tell by your questions, the fact that you stay here. Uh, I truly appreciate all of you. Um, but as soon as I get more people on that YouTube Facebook page. Oh, see, I don't know, Jake. Once I blocked him, he was harassing me on Instagram for a little bit. And I told him, get bent, and I finally had to block him on there. I've blocked him on everything that I have to get rid of him, but his music was okay. But holy shit, that spam bot shit he had going on. Oh my god, that was insane. Uh, but he's been the worst one so far, and it's weird for being okay talented. Why would you do shit like that? That's crazy. Oh, and I'm crazy. I know crazy. Uh, yeah, that blew my mind. I don't know why it held that. Oh, because you said shit, and I don't even say. Uh, dude, I truly appreciate. I love interacting with y'all. If there was a better way to do it, I would. I have to read. I got to wear my old man glasses and read, but I thoroughly enjoy doing these. So I'm trying to do them every Thursday now, uh, because people seem to be enjoying them, and I really enjoy it. So Thursdays I haven't been releasing videos. I've just been doing this. Uh, I enjoy doing the reactions, but I thoroughly enjoy act reacting with y'all or interacting with y'all in live time. So that is so cool. But I really got to go. So don't forget the radio show, the Facebook page, or Instagram. If you got all those, you see my email address. You can even just message me through there. I have people that message me every day. Uh, but I got to go because the cows got to eat and I got to get ready for the radio show. But I truly appreciate it. And I will do it again next Thursday at 2 o'clock. Hopefully, this time I will not be asleep for my granddaughter to have to wake me up. I really owe her for that. I'm probably going to have to buy her a Slurpee or something. But, anyways, hey, y'all take care and I will see y'all again soon. Peace.